As a professional dancer and Pilates instructor, I know how important flexibility is for easy, comfortable, full range of motion in your movement. Today, we'll be doing a combination of active and passive stretching, all designed to help you increase your flexibility. I'm Hannah Ray. Let's get on the mat. We'll start sitting, facing the front of your mat, feet planted flat on the floor, and hands behind your thighs. You're going to engage your abs and roll back a little, trying to round and stretch out the low back. And then stay here, reaching the arms forward a little bit in front of you. And this already might be quite a challenge. If you can, walk the feet back in toward you, just 2 inches. Hands back behind the thighs to pull you back up. And we'll go again right away, leaning back, abs hug in, low back rounds. Arms reach forward, and then if you can, walk the feet in another 2 inches. Abs should be burning. Hands behind the thighs, pull yourself back up. Now stay here, lean right away, back again, and then pull the hands and come back up. So we're just going to go for a couple like this, with the feet as close to you as you can get them while still feeling firmly planted to the mat. Really using your hands to actually pull yourself up here. It's not cheating. It's actually going to help you round even more and stretch out your low back. Last one, you can lie all the way down flat and just extend your right leg up into the air. Depending on your current flexibility level, that leg may be bent or straight. Either one is totally fine. Lift your head up now and start to pump your arms for the 100, making sure that left leg on the mat stays long. Nice deep breaths in and out. Keep stretching the leg in the air up to the ceiling and switch the legs. Keep pumping the arms. So we're going to keep breathing, pumping, and switching. You can always flex that top foot if you want even more of a stretch. Keep it going on your own. Beautiful. Last deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Hug both knees into the chest. Give your hips a little stretch. Really nice. Planting the left foot down on the mat now, you'll lift the right leg up, rotating it out slightly. Bring it across the body, circle it down, around, and up. So we're just making big circles with this leg, which again may or may not be perfectly straight, depending on how flexible you're feeling today. If you are feeling like you'd like more of a stretch, extend that leg that's on the mat so that you have 2 straight legs. After 5 circles in this direction, you can go ahead and reverse it. Taking nice deep breaths, really trying to stabilize the pelvis by pulling your abs in so you get a true stretch just in your hip and in your leg. Last one. Go ahead and hug that knee into your chest. Take a moment, take a breath. Rock the hip from side to side and relax. We'll repeat that all on the second side now. So finding your preferred position may be a little different than the first side. You can go down, around, and up, making your 5 circles in this first direction, really anchoring through the pelvis so abs are engaged. And again, if you want more stretch, extend that leg on the mat long. After 5 circles, you can reverse and do 5 more on your own. Great job. Hug that knee into the chest. Maybe give it another rock from side to side to really open up the front of your hip. And then both knees can come into the chest. And if you have the flexibility, you can grab your own wrist and hold underneath the legs for an even deeper stretch here. Maybe just rocking a little side to side, hugging the knee into the chest. And then hands behind the thighs, rock yourself up to sitting. And we're going to recreate that same position sitting. So hands can go to either the shins, the thighs, or if you can reach, grabbing your own wrist underneath your legs. And we'll start with just a balance here. So you're really rounding the low back, looking down into your belly, trying to make that ball shape, seeing if you can float your toes up and off the mat. And then we'll rock back to the shoulders and then come back up and try to balance when you get to the top. And as you can see, it might take you a couple rolls to really loosen up your low back and get all the way up. That's okay. Just keep rocking and rolling until you make it. When you found it, you can balance a little longer. And then rest, stretch a little forward. Beautiful. Roll down your spine again, hug both knees into the chest. And then we'll pull the right knee in and press the left heel up to the ceiling. So you're really going to stretch the back of the leg here. And if you're interested in more core work today than a hamstring stretch, if your hamstrings are already pretty flexible, you can just start to take the leg that's extending a little bit lower, and that will increase the intensity for the abs. Nicely done. Hugging both knees into the chest now. And similar, we're going to reach both arms and legs now up to the ceiling and then come back in. So you're really trying to stretch arms and legs to touch the sky, and then give the knees a real squeeze when you come back in. Again, lower legs will give you more ab intensity. Higher legs will stretch your hamstrings. So you can choose what's ever important to you today. Holding on this last one. And then grab your right leg, lower the left leg down. We're just going to hang out for a moment in this stretch. You may need to walk the hands down a little lower so you don't feel too tight here. And it's okay if the leg needs to be bent. We'll just flex and point the top foot. You might like some ankle circles here as well. Try to keep energy out the bottom leg. Head comes up and scissor switch the legs to the other side. Grab as high on the leg as you can and then lay the head back down. You may need to slide your hands a little lower. And then same thing here, flexing and pointing the top foot or making some small circles with the ankle. If you find your leg is really tight here, you can always hold low on the thigh or even grab a strap to put over your foot to help you reach. Let's walk the hands back up the leg now, switch back to the first side, and then we're just going to continue the scissoring motion, switch and grab the leg, switch and grab the leg. So abs are working here, but we're really prioritizing getting so much length in those legs. Imagine they could scrape the ceiling, scrape the wall as they exchange. One more each side, you're almost there. Hug the knees in and rest the head. Let's take the knees in some circles here. You can peek at the screen if you haven't done this with me before. Legs separate, open, and then rejoin. Let's reverse it. Deep breaths, enjoying the stretch in the hips, resting the abs. Really nice. Come to sitting up again. And if you have a wall nearby, you can go to it now and just sit with your back against it, but I'll be here to demonstrate. We're going to go up and over. So drop the head like you were going to put the top of your head on the mat in front of you. And then scoop the belly in, and like there's a wall behind you, roll up to sit tall. So we're not reaching forward. We're going to go down and curl in. Think of the shape of a nautilus shell. Abs really hug in. We're really just trying to stretch the spine here. This is actually called spine stretch forward. And I really like to inhale at the top, exhale and curl in, abs pull in, top of the head to the mat. One more time like that on your own. Inhaling at the top and exhaling to round. Excellent. Go ahead and scoot a bit forward on your mat so you have room behind you. Hands are going to reach through the legs, hold the ankles. And we're just going to extend one leg, put it down, and then the other leg. Put it down. So if this is really tight for you, you can hold behind the thighs. Hands to the outside of the leg instead of holding the ankles, hands to the inside of the leg, up to you. And if that's been feeling good, you can try both legs. Now we're introducing a little balance challenge as well as a stretch for our flexibility. Keeping the legs just about as wide as the shoulders. Let's bring the legs together now and walk down to the mat. Beautiful. Corkscrew now. So normally we do this with straight legs, but I'm going to encourage you to keep your legs bent for now unless you're really flexible so we can get the best massage for the low back. So you're just going to take the legs in the circle one way and take them in a circle the other way and let your pelvis rock a little on the mat to give your low back a nice massage. So again, if you can achieve this with straight legs, that's excellent. But if you need to bend the legs to feel that massage in the low back, I'll encourage you to do that. And just go ahead and wherever you are, do a couple more on each side, making sure you're breathing. Abs are working, low back's getting a lovely massage. Hug the knees in and then sit back up. Set the legs wide and you're going to place both hands on the right leg and just go ahead and walk down. If you can reach, you'll have the left hand go to the outside of the right foot. breathing in this stretch and walking back up. We'll go to the other side. So if you really enjoyed this version, which is really just kind of a space conscious, simplified version of the saw, you can continue, but I do want to show you the full version to add the shoulder stretch. Arms to the side, one hand reaches to the foot, the other lifts, pinky finger to the sky behind you, and then you switch. So you just alternate back and forth. Really nice. So whatever version you prefer, one more on each side. Awesome. When you've come back to the middle, lift both arms up, just hold them in fists for a moment above your head to get really tall in the spine. Stretch, stretch, stretch to the ceiling. And exhale, arms come down. Really nice. We're all gonna lie on the belly now. Propping yourself up first on your forearms, active legs, stomach pulled in. If this is enough of a stretch for you, stay here. You can always walk the hands back to make it more intense, and then start to press up onto straight arms if you want to try the full back bend. So find the place with the best stretch for you. Turn your head to the right, circle down around up on the left and center, and then go the other way, making little half moons with the neck. Lengthen down and sit back on your heels. Enjoy a nice child's pose stretch. You can play with a couple variations here. So the classic is arms out in front of you, but you may also like to hold your ankles, or have the arms in front of you but have the elbows bent, hands in a diamond shape to really relax the shoulders. So you can find wherever you want to be, what feels best for you. Really nice. Come back forward now, fists pushed together on the mat. You're gonna pull the abs in, bend one knee, pull it as close to your booty as you can, and then set it down. And then pull the other foot as close to the booty as you can, set it down. So we're looking for a little thigh stretch here. Your heel's gonna get so close to your booty, it's gonna stretch your thigh out. You also really wanna have the abs engaged. The more the stomach pulls up and in, the more stretch you'll feel. Keep going on your own. Last one, and then press back, sit back on your heels, and find your preferred version of that child's pose stretch. Nice deep breaths here. Coming on out now for side kicks. So you'll lie on your side, head can be propped in the hand, and you'll lift the top leg, kick forward with a flex and back with a point. And for your flexibility, you might like to dip your nose slightly towards the leg when you come forward, and then arch the back a little when you move back. So we're not flopping or dipping the head. We're really just letting it move so that this is a whole body exercise, not just the leg isolated in space. See if you can connect the head with the whole body. Heels together, now rotate out, point up and flex down. So here the body stays stable, gaze straight ahead. You're really just trying to kick that leg up by your ear with a point and flex it down for 3, for 2, and last one. Good. We're gonna make nice big circles here. Forward, up, sweep it around the back 1. Forward, up, sweep it around the back 2. Good. Last one, forward, up, sweep it around the back 3. It's gonna come forward now, reversing your direction. So circle the opposite 1, circle the opposite 2. Now listen carefully, circle 3. You're gonna set your leg down on the mat as high as you can get it and roll onto your belly. Good, so you can always wiggle the foot up here a little bit higher. I always like to readjust once I'm in this position. Sometimes I'll even grab my leg and move it a little bit more. But once you're settled, you can just breathe and rest. And relax. Believe it or not, you should be really comfortable here. So if it's hard for you to really relax, bend the knee, and don't worry if that's where you are today. If you keep practicing and coming back to this video, you will get to that straight leg, I promise. So find a comfortable position for now and enjoy your rest. Nice work. Go ahead and just swing that leg back behind you so you're on your belly. Rest for a moment, shake your hips side to side. Really nice. We are going to press back into a quick child's pose, and then we'll just repeat all of that on the other side. Right, so lying down so your other leg is in the air. Same thing, you're gonna flex forward and point back. And if it worked for you, you can just activate the whole body with this. So the head, the neck, the shoulders will move a little forward, abs engage. And then you're gonna open everything up as you reach back. And if this is complicating it for you or making it not as pleasurable, go ahead and just keep the body straight and just focus on the leg for now. We're gonna kick up and down. So now everyone's body is straight, just the legs going up and down. Really give it a nice strong kick. Point, flex, point, flex. Last one. And now those big circles, forward, up, sweep it around the back. 1. Forward, up, sweep it around the back. 2. Nice job. Forward, up, sweep it around the back. 3. Really reach. Let's reverse it. Go back, up, around. Try to kick your nose. 1. Back, up, around. Try to kick your nose. 2. Last one. Back, up, around. Try to kick your nose. 3. And then we're going to plant that leg up high on the mat. Roll to the belly and same stretch as before. So if you need to heel toe the foot up or grab it, that's okay. If you need to bend the leg, no worries. Just find where you can rest and comfortably relax. Well done. We're going to swing that leg behind you, coming back to line your belly. And again, rocking the hips from side to side, pressing back, sitting on your heels for a moment just to neutralize the spine after that big stretch. And then coming forward to sit at the front of your mat. You're going to just hold behind the thighs, going into the tree. So just hold behind the right thigh now and extend that leg up and down a few times, aiming for straight. Walking up to the ankle, then flex and point that leg a few times. All right, so if the next part is tricky for you, just repeat that. But if you can, straighten the opposite leg now and walk down your leg and walk up your leg. Good. And again, this is one you might need to build up to, so it's okay if your knee is bent today. Again, if you keep coming back to this class, you will get to that straight leg. We're gonna do this twice more. Down and, oh my gosh, up. One more time. Nice. This time we'll all meet and hold at the top. And if you have the range, you can flex your foot. Really good. Give that knee a little hug, and we'll repeat that all on the other side. So both knees bent to begin. You can extend and bend. 1, 2, 3. Walk up your leg, flex and point. Again, just sticking with this if the next section is too hard for now. But if you can, walk down your leg and up your legs. We have 2 straight legs now, hopefully. Down and up. Just do your best. Last time. Back. Come on up and hold. Maybe flex that top foot and grab your toes. Nice job. Hug that knee in. Now hug the second knee in as well. So we've got 2 knees into the chest. Really nice. You're just going to lean back and see if it's possible to extend your legs. They may be bent, or perhaps you can straighten them all the way, ending with some strength. So pulling it together after all that stretching. Nice job. Fold forward over your legs, and that is it. You are all done. Come back to this class again and again to improve your flexibility. And of course, if you want to do a longer workout with me, there's a link in the description for my online mat classes. And if you enjoy these free videos, you can like, comment, and subscribe to our channel to support us. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time on the mat.